Hey everybody, I'm just out on the UM, as I've still got it after doing the review. This will be going back soon. But it's very economical to ride around when I'm just riding around the island, being back on a 125. Anyway, yeah, to answer that question about filtering, and also to explain why I haven't made a video on it for my playlist, if you don't know, and I can't imagine you don't know, because I think I've said this a million times now, I have a playlist called Motorcycle Tips for New Riders, and basically it's a playlist of videos, about 30 odd videos, and it covers every subject that you might want to know about, from getting a CBT all the way up to doing your full license. Everything you need to know about getting a bike, it's there pretty much. But what is definitely not there, and is surprising considering I am a seller, well, the maker and seller of the Yes It's Legal filtering hoodie and t-shirt, is that I have not made a video talking or teaching you how to filter. And there is a very good reason for that. I don't ever want to make a video that could lead to someone getting hurt. And telling a new rider that they should go and filter is just putting them into harm's way. I think people will naturally start filtering once they're confident with the bike, and once they start getting annoyed of sitting in traffic, they'll start taking a car here, a car there, maybe progress up and up. Now, filtering itself is definitely legal, because there's even a precedent set in court where someone basically got hit while they were filtering, and the courts found that the person who was driving was at fault, not the person who was filtering, which means that it's definitely defensible in court if you're filtering and someone does something stupid, pulls into you or something and knocks you off your bike. It's going to be their fault. So it's definitely legal. But if you do it wrong, as I say, it's not legal, and it could also be a little bit risky. It is a bit risky because you're putting yourself between cars and stuff. You're having to use your experience and knowledge and your sort of biker's sixth sense as to what people are going to do to keep yourself safe while filtering. And it's extremely difficult to explain through a video every single nuanced detail of what is and isn't legal, because every situation will be different. Every queue of traffic, every person in that car, every person on the bike, every bike, everything is always different. So it comes down to you to work this stuff out. So do I think that new riders should learn to filter? 100% yes. It's part of riding a bike. It's one of the major benefits, not sitting in traffic. God, you know, like in a video I did recently, that Supermoto Wins 2, where I took my DRZ on and off the island in 1 hour. That journey by other people in cars took 8. You know? In the UK we're getting more and more cars on the road, more and more people. We're getting crammed in like sardines in a can. Just, you know what it's like, you have one incident on the roads and everything just falls to pieces. Grab a bike, just go round it all. Traffic doesn't exist. Now there is a few rules that you can keep in mind, which are definitely not right. Going over zigzag lines at crossings and stuff, you shouldn't really do that, but you may see people doing it carefully. If the car in front of you is doing 40 miles an hour and the road is a 40 mile an hour road, and you overtake them and thus break the speed limit in doing that, that's not filtering, that's just overtaking us breaking the speed limit, so you can't do that. But say they're doing 20 in a 40, it would be absolutely fine if it was clear to do so, to go overtake them, just like a car would. But you could do it between traffic if you need to. You know, ideally don't try and filter past things and there's two cars going opposite directions at speed, but if they're going slower, then, you know, you have more time to react and stuff like that. Technically, when you filter through traffic up to a set of traffic lights, you shouldn't go to the front of the queue, to the white line. You should actually come to the car before the white line, I believe. Now, of course, most of us don't do that. We go straight to the middle, up the front, and then all we have to do is just accelerate away, and the bikes, just even 125s, will pull away from the line faster than most cars, well, any car really, unless they're really trying. They do jump on amber though, so that's something you've got to watch out for, because cars will try and sardine you, because you leave a traffic light when it turns green. The reason for that is because it gives time for anyone who jumps the red light on the other side to get through, so you don't end up hitting in the middle, or a police car or something like that coming through when it's red. Well, you're supposed to look anyway, and I suppose you know what I'm saying there. You don't go on amber, you go on green. But if you're on a bike and you're in the middle of these people, well, they will definitely go on amber and you'll find yourself squished in the middle. So that's another tricky one. Well, we have reached the sea, so I guess we'll have to turn around. Double white lines when the traffic is moving less than 10 miles an hour or is at a standstill. The wording in the law isn't entirely clear to me, so I don't know what to advise you on stuff like that. So as you can see, there is a lot of grey areas in this, and it's very difficult to teach you what is right and what is wrong when actually it's very grey. And to be honest with you, a lot of what I do in filtering would be considered grey area, but it's the same as what most bikers do. We're just reasonable with it. Flying down the middle of a road with standstill traffic doing 50 miles an hour between the cars, you know, that's just ridiculous. Beeping at people, screaming at them to get out of the way and stuff. Yeah, people are annoying, people will block you, but again, you don't want to be doing that. So I hope now you can see, yeah, I do think new riders should learn to filter, should start doing it. It's a major benefit. I think you'll naturally find yourself doing it anyway. But it's, as I say, such a grey area, it's very difficult for me to teach you it, so I can't. So this video is to explain why I'm not making that video. I'm asked it enough, and at least by doing this I can send people this way and say, well, look, this is the actual reason I can't do it, but I definitely think that filtering is something you should take advantage of if you're riding. As I say, if you're not confident with your bike, if you don't have spatial awareness of it and stuff like that, not a great idea. If you hit someone's wing mirror, if you damage someone's car, it's the same as you hitting them. They'll want the insurance details, and you will have to pay for the damages. So it's a risky one, but my God, you'll save so much time not sitting in traffic. Anyway, I hope you found this video interesting, or at least useful. Please leave a like if you found this helpful. The playlist is on my channel. I'll put a link at the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Huge thanks to my Patreon supporters, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye bye.
If you enjoyed this video and the other content on the channel, please consider following the links in the description to show your support.